Hey guys, TheRiaya here with my own little review of Evolve Stage 2 Beta. Now, again, this is open beta since they relaunched the game earlier in the month, and there are a lot of things that are subject to change, so don't take this as an absolute final product. I just wanted to go over some of the changes and some of the good and the bad that exists inside this game now. Now, I'm going to be starting off with a bunch of the good things, of course, because why not? It's the best thing to do. Some of the good changes that they have done to the game. One of them is daily logins. When you log in, you get something special for the day, and it counts up to, I think it's like 32 days or something like that. Then you get like a skin, I think some of the coin for the currency inside the game, or maybe even some weapon skins and such and badges. But another one of the massive great changes they have in here is challenges. Now they've got what it says daily challenges here and periodic. Now you can do more than just these 3 in a day. When you're done, it has a countdown to when the next challenge will be able to be done, and you just gotta wait for that to come up for like a half hour to a couple hours, I think, is how it generally goes. So those are some of the two of the better changes, of course. Everything in game right now anyway is bought with the coin currency. Like 5,500 for characters, looks like it's gonna be 6,500 for the actual monsters. Now, monster skins are just as expensive as character skins, but if you really enjoy playing a monster, you can definitely show off what you how you really do it and how proud you are to be playing your deadly assassin monster. Hunter skins, some of them are pretty much just as expensive. Some of them are a little cheaper, but not really. And of course the cheapest are the weapon skins themselves. So when I show off, I have a different look to your weapons there. Well, there you go. So you don't have to stare at the base skins from in here. Now, if it actually has actual real money value to it that they add later on, we'll see as it progresses. Up in the top right, you can customize things like your badges. Take a look at how you've done with your characters. And most of this is still from when the game wasn't new, so that's nothing new to the game. So, a couple things that I want to go over that I think are bad, and one of the major ones is there's really been no changes in the video selection screen here. If you go towards advanced, you still just have texture decal, shaders, model, shadow, particle quality, anti-aliasing, which has changed slightly. There is no higher SMAA than the 1X, and there's only FXAA or none. VSync, of course. These really don't give real details on what things do. There are a lot of games out there with much more complex menus. I would really like to see this changed better. And please, if you cannot remove GameWorks from this for AMD users, please have an option to at least somehow turn that down. Like currently, if you're running an AMD graphics card, even my overclocked R9 380 or 390, which is plus 120 on the core and plus 800 on the memory, I get frame dips and things unless I've gone in and changed it in my Radeon settings, which you'll be able to find in the annotation video up here in the top left corner if you have an AMD card and want to be able to fix your frame rate, and at least to some extent. So that is one of the bad. Another bad I have to go into is teaming up with allies. Patch 2.01.1 has launched, and that was supposed to address the issue with a full lobby if you're teamed up with a friend or something. I could say after a couple hours after that patch came out, it did not work. So if they did like a quick hotfix since then, I do not know. Hopefully they can just hotfix this and something just wasn't put in that was supposed to be put there, and that'll be taken care of, because there's no way people are going to be able to do ranked with their friends and such for like full 4-man teams against a monster and have it just glitch out on them like at least it does for the hunt. Maybe it's different for ranked. Maybe I'm wrong there. Hopefully I am, and they just have to fix it for the hunt. Something I didn't see in patch 2.1 is being teamed up with your friend and becoming a monster. Maybe that was fully hot fixed. I mean, I'll just take a quick double take on those notes right now. But last I checked, they say fixed the lobby, full message occurring and the player getting back when trying to play with friends, the solo match and solo matchmaking. Obviously with the friends bit, at least that was not fixed. Fixed for the 5 players getting stuck in a pre-round and the player found full lobby but not proceeding forward into character select. That actually kind of confuses me. Fixed for the 5 players getting stuck. I guess this is if you do all 5 players and they just get stuck in general. So that might be fixed. I don't generally team up with 5 people. I have a friend that does a lot of these with up to 5 people sometimes if we're just fooling around. But I don't play with them too much, so I have to ask him about that. Fixed for getting stuck at a black screen in the post round that requires the player to alt F4 to close the application. I've never had a problem with the screen before then, so I cannot speak for that. Hopefully that truly was fixed. But that very first one, the fix for the lobby, full message occurring and the player back when trying to play with friends and such, at least for the friends part I know, that has not worked. So hopefully, like I said, that maybe it has been hot fixed with shortly after this. I cannot say. I'll team up with some friends maybe a little bit more after this, and hopefully that truly was fixed. And this was just a thing that would have been nice if they at least told us about a hot fix. But last I saw, it has not been, and hopefully that will be fixed. Inside the matches themselves, I would have to say that it's nice. There's only, what, 3 maps? I think. I'm just trying to think. There's Distillery, Wraith Trap, and I know there's at least one other. So for at least for open beta, there are the 3 maps. They've expanded on these maps. They're a little larger, so the monsters got a little more wiggle room to get through it than before. But the monster also can't always 100% hide through the entire match because the assault. One of the major changes they did is everybody could put up the mobile arena. Now these mobile arenas are bigger than before. They cover a much larger area in general, and they last longer to a certain point. Now, what do I mean by a certain point? What I mean by that is when you pop the mobile arena, it has a 5-minute timer. The 5-minute timer degrades faster when people and the monster are taking damage. Last I read it was supposed to be the monster mainly taking damage, but I'm pretty sure it's for the people also. And after X amount of damage is done, the monster is free to get out of there and can continue on and of course evolve and such. Or unfortunately, if they're not good enough to get away, then they just get trapped and eventually slapped into that arena again. But it gives a much bigger incentive for an engagement in the arena because, well, 1, it'll last way too long, and 2, you're not going to avoid the hunters that long. People are going to get in there, and they're going to, of course, engage the monster, and you're going to have a confrontation or a fight of some kind. Unlike originally where the monster could just stay away for like, what, a minute and 20 seconds, just dodge the people, and then just run away, and hopefully try and not get caught, you know, as the monsters do, and so forth. What has been then replaced for the Trapper is now the satellite scan, which will show where the monster is for about 10 seconds, I think. You pop the scanner up, and it takes around 10 seconds, and they can start moving in a way to box the monster in and, of course, force the engagement, which is great because, again, from before, sometimes you'd have full matches where you don't come across the monster, and the monster is able to hide from them. Then stage 3, it just becomes a complete mess for the hunters when the final engagement happens at the reactor and whatnot. Where are they going to go from here? I'm hoping they'll bring back some of the things like egg hunt and evacuation, but we'll see in time, because right now the game's less than 20 gigs, and the full game before is between 40 and 50. Well, so when this fully is launched again, hopefully it'll be something like that, and we'll be able to have a lot of fun in the different modes and things. Obviously, the general hunt is what people will be mainly playing, and we'll see where it goes, I guess, from there when this full beta ends, and hopefully it's all excellent results. I want to congratulate Turtle Beach for the open beta and seeing their player base shoot way past what it was even when it first came out, and of course they had a lot of hunters running around playing in general. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you aren't already a part of this channel, and I hope you guys come back for more.